Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. I'm doing a series of spotlights on remarkable exit planning advisors from across the country. And joining me on this segment is Lee Jackson with LPL Financial. Lee, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your work and tell us specifically who are the types of clients that you specialize in helping?
Well, I started my career at Merrill Lynch over 20 years ago in helping business owners. And it really has transformed into specifically helping them exit their business, whether it be sell or transfer to their children internally in management. I had witnessed a number of companies through my career attempt to sell, and it just did not go through. So I wanted to get a designation a number of years ago that dealt with that, and I've been very pleased and I've had some success in that.
Very interesting. Entrepreneurs they're great at their craft. That's why they started their business. They're passionate about what they do and they think growth. But how many really put any thought into exiting their business or selling their businesses? How prepared are they, and do they even know where to start?
They really, for the most part, are not. I'd say the vast majority of them, that's what they do. They're inside their business. They're working hard every day to keep putting out fires, to managing all the aspects of the business, but they don't really think about what's next and how to get there. And it's very important. They put all this effort in their business, but I'd say 90% of every business owner has almost 100% of net worth tied up in the business. So it's very important to transform and get that onto their personal balance sheet at some point. And that takes a good bit of planning.
One of the purposes of this series is really to shed light on the importance of planning for exiting their business and selling their businesses. Let's unpack that a little bit. Can you tell us, what are the most important things that a business owner needs to consider when it comes time to exiting or planning to exit their business?
Well, probably some of the biggest things is to become, get a strong management team in place. A lot of business owners, they enjoy running the company. They enjoy being there every day. But it's also very important to kind of get people in place that can run the business and become less active, because any potential buyer will want to see that group that will run the company when the owner is no longer there. And also be very diligent in tracking and recording their processes. A buyer will not know much about the company when they come in, and so it's important for them to see what their processes are. Are they written down? Is there a process for growth? And that's what really a exit planner or certified exit planners like myself can help them do, is get detailed in what their processes are, what their strengths are, how they intend to grow the company for the potential buyer down the road.
I've heard a statistic that as much as 80% of businesses that go on the market, they end up going unsold. Is that from a lack of planning, or what really causes that failure factor that is for businesses going for sale?
Yes, it is lack of planning, but a big portion of that is they have an unrealistic value of the business in their mind. I mean, I see this time and time again. They think their business is worth 2 or 3 times what it actually could be. And so it's important for each owner to kind of be realistic and understand what that value is. And I have software that can help them understand that. But it's also very important for them to have a good sense of what they would need to net. So if you know what you need to net, and you know what your realistic value is and where you want to be, then that is a starting point to building the company to where it needs to be when you want to exit.
Lee, what inspired you to get into this field and specifically to become a certified exit planning advisor? Take us on the evolution and how you got started.
Well, I was I wanted to early on to focus on the business owner and help them. I do like consulting, and when I witnessed a lot of my clients through the years attempt to sell and it not go through, I really wanted a designation that would help them with that, and it's been rewarding. It really has. There are a lot of designations out there, but this certified exit planning advisor, it really ties into what I want to do in helping the business owner.
Lee, before I ask you my last question, is there anything that I didn't think to ask you that you feel is important to share with business owners considering selling or exiting their business now or in the near future?
Well, I would say, number one, get a business valuation done. There's a lot of software. I have some, but get someone with an independent-minded certified group to value your business. But take it seriously. Most business owners don't want to go through this a second time, anytime again, because it's so much work involved, due diligence meetings and time away from your business. So you've got to really do it right the first time. And I stress that to all the people I talk to and work with, is that you want to do it right the first time. There's a big difference in best in class versus least in class. I mean, we're talking millions and millions of dollars. So I would put the time and effort to do it right the first time.
For business owners listening now that resonate with your message and would like to speak with you, how can they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
Yes, they can call me at 334-676-2288. They can visit my website at leejacksonlpl.com. I've got a strong presence on LinkedIn, and I've got some YouTube videos, and each one of my video podcasts goes over one of the important subjects of exit planning.
Lee, this has been terrific. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate you having me.
That was Lee Jackson with LPL Financial, and this segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.